Hello everyone, we are Liz and Yannick Vanhove and we will make a tango video today about walking.
Yes, if basically you break down the most common things of tango, you are at the core left with two things, walking and pivots. And so today we're going to spend a bit of time on the hardest thing to do in tango and kind of the easiest thing to do in life, walking.
The first part of the video is the part for the followers. How we walk back. There are a few technical things we need to know to be able to walk back smoothly. Practice it at home a lot because as a follower it's important that we can walk backwards by ourselves so that we don't use the push of the man to walk backwards. What you can do is bring your arms forward, your elbows forward, because it's a different position than have them here. And as we dance, our arms are always forward. So bring them forward in a relaxed way with the shoulders down, with the elbows diagonal.
Diagonally?
I will use my standing leg, so my base leg, the leg that has my weight, to push it on the floor to bring my body backwards, which makes move my free leg. I have my free leg in a stretched position, stretched toes, stretched legs. I roll off my foot and then I will have a position where I have my weight in the middle. I will use now, from this point, the leg, the back leg, which at that point will be my new standing leg, to bring in my body and my free leg. So push it on the floor, use it to bring everything in. Thinking that if you arrive on your new base, you go and stand on your leg. Don't bend it. You don't need to bend it. This is a normal sized step. Start with a normal sized step. After that, try to go and walk bigger. If you walk bigger, you will see that naturally the knee of the standing leg will start to bend, to bring our body in a bigger step. Don't think in bending it forward, because then we just stay with our body where we were. Think in moving and have it as a consequence bending, and then continue your movement. This is basic exercise. For the followers that are used to walk back already, you have two ways to bring in your free leg. You have the neutral one, when you are walking and you are arriving on your new standing leg, that you bring it in neutral. I will show you like this. So I walk and I bring this leg in neutral position. What you also can do is you can walk backwards, and the moment you are starting to bring in the free leg, you bend your knee and you have a stretched foot while you are bringing in your free leg, and you continue. Show you like this. So I walk, I stretch my foot, my ankle and my toes, and I continue. I relax, I have my standing leg that starts working, I bend my knee, have stretched ankle, stretched toes, and I continue. So these were the two options to walk backwards. If you're just starting, use the neutral position. If you are used to it and if everything is going how you want it to go and you're stable, try the second one. In the end, you will be able to use both, of course. It's not that one is better than the other one. It will depend on the music or how you feel that you can play with both of them, and it's always nice to have several options to make your dance more rich.
Alright, so here's the walking part for the leaders. In tango and walking, we're going to be searching for the most logical and natural way of moving. In the walking for the man, it's going to be kind of the same technique like for the ladies, in the sense that we're going to be searching for the movement originating in our standing leg, the leg that has our weight. So as I walk forward, it's going to be the back leg that is going to be pushing down on the floor to move my body forward. The fact that my free leg is going forward is a consequence of the pushing of my standing leg. So I push my body forward, which makes my free leg move. Now, talking very shortly about styles, there are 3 ways of putting our foot down as we arrive. There's what we recommend when you're starting out, the very basic of walking. It's going to be going to my heel, rolling off, which is a very natural way of walking. Then there's some styles in Tango where we're going to be pointing and pushing it that way, rolling off the other way. And then there's a very old way, a traditional way of walking, in which we land our foot, I did it wrong, flat, alright? So what we're going to be working with is going to be the heel-toe position, because it's the most natural way, again, the most natural way of walking, and it's going to be easier. The best thing to do is to visualize your back, your spine, moving forward. That way I can dance with any size follower and she can easily follow my lead. I don't have to be worrying about this or this or this or this, because if I visualize my spine, everything's going at the same time. So if I have my embrace, or if you're practicing with your elbows forward, I'm going to be pushing my back leg, moving my body forward. Another important aspect is that you have to open your legs, which means that if I walk, my leg has to start here, and as I'm pushing, it goes here, which means I create space here. I'm not going to be keeping my legs together. I'm just going to open them up so that I get a nice, elegant, pretty long walk. So these were some tips and tricks for the leaders.
Now we will combine the two, because without our partner, it's not nice to dance tango.
Right. So, as we've said before, the idea is that we're going to be pushing our standing leg to bring our spine forward. So, from here to here, you are one block of awesomeness that needs to move. And it's the same thing for the ladies. So, we have like a barometer here, which will indicate if we're doing well or not. Because if we are able to move as a whole, then these arms will stay in the middle and there will be no pressure on the arms. If we do wrong, they'll start shaking, or it'll collapse or go this way. So that way.
So this is our practice
position. So now imagine your block of awesomeness as you're pushing the floor in order to move synchronized.
So I will feel, or try to feel in the beginning, every inch of his movements. So it's important that we don't just feel the moment he starts and then like, oh yes, I know this, it's a step backwards. But that we can feel everything that's going on. Only when he arrives, I will arrive in my step. If I just do it whenever I want, it's possible he steps on my toes.
So we start together, we go together, and we arrive together. Start, go, and arrive. And if I'm going here, Liz won't roll off her foot or stop moving backwards until she feels that I've arrived, because that way we can truly arrive together. Then we roll off, which means we really arrived synchronized, and then the start, of course, will also be a lot more synchronized. So this is why walking is so hard, because there's two of you, and the two of you need to move
as a whole.
There's
one more thing I want to say for the more advanced followers, that if you use the second option to walk backwards with stretched toes and stretched ankles, if you feel that the man is stopping the movements, I will go to neutral. It's when he's walking, you can use it, but if he leads a stop, you stop. Neutral. Don't land it like that, because it's dangerous for other movements. So this this was it for the first video about walking. If you have any questions about it, you can post it in the commentaries below this video and we will try to answer it.
Yep, even if you have questions or ideas for topics that you want to find out more about Tango, then post them in the comment below, and also make sure to subscribe or register to our YouTube channel, Liz and Yannick Vanhove, because that's where we'll be posting everything. Keep on dancing!
See you next time! Bye!
Alright, so if during the video you heard some weird noises, that's because we're filming in the room where we teach the Tango pour les bons vivants Tango holidays in France. And as you will be able to see, our students right now between classes are playing pétanque, a favorite French pastime. So if you hear laughter or clinky sounds during the video or during the class, it was them. Back. Back. What's first? Stop pushing me! Forward for the men, it's going to be the same thing. Did you just hear that? It was a cuckoo.